out, there's a creeper behind you.
Hello, 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 everybody, and happy Sunday morning. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your Sunday. It's great to see you all. I hope that you're all in good health and good cheer and in a good space mental health wise. Because as we all know, that's something that's always overlooked. It's like the last thing we ever check in on, and it should be the first. So I hope that you're in a good place. And if you're not, know that we're here and we want to support you and show you a good time. So maybe you can kind of put that on the back burner a little bit and focus on yourself for a bit. Good morning to each and every one of you. Congratulations to Baka on first today. You snuck that one in real quick or sort of stream. Good job. Idiot God, good morning and welcome to you. Hope you're having a good one. General Screw Up, welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub. 10 months. Holy cow. Can't believe we're seeing these kind of numbers, folks. It's amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you who keeps coming back every month and subscribing. That's pretty awesome. And Summer, good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're having a pleasant Sunday. I hope your day is off to a good start. And for everyone, I hope a good cup of coffee is in your future, if not already taken care of today. For me today, I slept in a little bit. 6 o'clock, it was nice. I know for most people, they're like, ew, gross, 6 o'clock. But for me, that is sleeping in. So it was nice to be able to get a little extra shut-eye time, and the coffee was hot and strong, and that's all you can ask for on a Sunday morning as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm just having kind of a chill Sunday so far. I plan to work on house stuff today. I have lots of house things to work on, kind of getting things cleaned and organized and restocking stuff and, you know, things like that. So doing the mom thing today once we get done with the game. So it'll be nice to just focus on block game for a little bit and not have to think about the adulting that I know is waiting for me as soon as I walk out the door. And thank you, Idiot God, for the hydrate. I appreciate that. Who needs coffee when I have 5-hour energies? That's fair. I mean, it's kind of the same thing in terms of what it does for you. I've never tried any of those energy drinks just because I'm not down for a lot of the stuff that a lot of them add to it, but that's just me. That's not everyone. Just FYI, my bitrate's doing some funky stuff right now. I'm assuming because all of my children are using the Wi-Fi right now because that's what they do, even though they know mom's streaming on Sunday mornings. But anyway, so if we get a little bit of sputtering or if stream kind of tanks, that's why it's kind of expected, unfortunately. Good morning, Star. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, my friend. You were on a phone call. No worries. Life happens. Glad you're here and hope you're having a good one. Having a good mental health day today. It's why I'm here. Well, Summer, that makes me happy to hear. I'm glad that you're in a good place mental health wise, and I hope that continues for you today. Again, you know, for anyone who's in the chat today or lurking and just watching and listening, if you're not having a great mental health day, it's okay to acknowledge that, and it's okay to do something for yourself so that you can feel a little bit better, in a healthy way, of course. You know, we talk a lot about that on this stream, about mental health awareness and mental health support. And, you know, it's important to make sure that to start things off, you're acknowledging the need for mental health support. Because for a lot of people, myself included, that's the hardest thing, is just saying, yeah, you know what, I'm really not in a good place today. And I need to work on that. So let's go ahead, let's switch over into the game. Speaking of why we're all here, we're here for block game. So let me work on that. Let me go ahead and pause real quick here. I need to refresh a screen on this side. My stream is showing a bit of a delay, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, so when we left off, we had finished clearing this second layer underneath the portal. So we have a little bit more of a drop down here. And we're gonna come in right on top of the portal and we're gonna start our layer of where we're gonna build on for our big build. Mostly got a lurk, also having mental health plus moving furniture. Also doing mental health plus moving furniture, having a friend emergency temporarily move here. Oh, sorry. Having a friend temporarily move on an emergency basis, basically. So I have much to get done before next Friday. And Quickside, thank you so much for the 2-month sub. I appreciate it. Continuing your time with the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers. It's much appreciated. But yes, Star, back to what you were saying. I hope everything's okay. It's nice of you to, you know, provide that for your friend when they need that. And I hope that whatever is happening in their life, it resolves quickly and they're in an okay place. All right, Endermen, relax. They're all freaking out because Endermites. Is that guy chasing me? No. Okay, I thought he was chasing me. I'm like, why are you chasing me? Why are you bullying me? Leave me alone, man. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a bunch of these blocks. We're going to come right over here to the portal again. Whoa, they're just like zooming past me. Like, meow. And then I got this guy who's just standing right there next to the portal like, what you doing? My last few weeks have just been nuts. I know, Star, you have had a ton going on, my friend. And my goodness, I hope that everything kind of settles down for you guys in the very near future and you're able to just relax. Exactly. Get you to relax. I'm no longer doing the Wesley Snipes. Okay, yeah, I saw your comment of that on the Discord and I didn't quite understand it. Can you, like, explain that comment, General? Because I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I has the dumb. All right, let's go ahead. So this is the layer where our build is going to be sitting on top of. We're doing this so that way we don't have to worry about lava flowing down. Bye, Block. Nice to see you. Bye. Oh, well. So we're just going to start building here. Okay, seriously? I keep doing that, and they're going to fall into the portal, and I'm going to lose them, and that makes me sad, because then blocks are gone, and that was a waste. All right, so we're going to continue to build this out right here, and then I'm going to pop up on top of it, and that way I can look down and use my Swift Sneak 3, because it's the best enchant ever for placing blocks. So yeah, right there. Oh, looking at the Endermen. They're going to get pissy. I think they're having mental health day. All right, so we're just going to start placing right here around this platform, and we're just going to be placing mini blocks. That is the goal today, is to try and get this whole area placed over. And once we do so, up to the green line out there, then we're going to go ahead and start working on placing some black concrete to make the first ring around the outside. And then we're going to kind of work from the outside in, which should be a lot of fun. Do items that go through the portal end up in the overworld spawn point? You know, I honestly don't know. I don't know what happens to those things. When I go through the portal, it takes me to my bed, or wherever I slept last, of course. If I haven't slept, or if I broke the bed I slept in, then it takes me back to spawn. So I'm assuming maybe the items go back to spawn. I don't know. Yeah, I know who he is. I know who Wesley Snipes is. I'm confused about the context in which you're saying you're no longer doing the Wesley Snipes. Like, are you boycotting Wesley Snipes as an actor? Like, I'm confused. I've been around since the early 2000s. I've been a legal adult since the early 2000s. Lurk, will I make grocery lists? Oh, Baka, have fun with that. I do love the list making. I am known to be the list maker. I have to have a to-do list that I do every day. I make shopping lists. I make, like, what's coming up this week lists. I am much listing. It's what I like to do. It makes me happy. It helps keep the brain organized. There's been much discussion of late that I probably have ADHD. And in order to keep the chaos of my brain controlled and organized, I have to have lists and sticky notes and things like that. Because not only do I forget things all the time, but there's just too much bouncing around in there. And things just go away. I was only just being alive in the early 2000s. Yeah, a lot of people here were. I was in middle school. But the point is, he got busted for tax evasion. Oh, so we're canceling Wesley Snipes then. Okay, I'm caught up. Thank you for the clarification. Now I get it. I don't like the spending that comes after. True. And lists are super important. Yes, I think that list making is a wonderful tool to helping keep yourself organized and make sure you're able to get things accomplished throughout the day. For me, a to-do list every day is vital because between the ADHD and the anxiety that I for sure have, I get overwhelmed really quickly when there's a lot of things that I can see that need to get done. So like if I walk into a room and I can see that it's cluttered and I see there's dishes that need to get loaded in the dishwasher and I see, oh look, there's a bag of groceries from yesterday that didn't finish putting away, like the pantry stuff or whatever. I get very, very overwhelmed and I kind of start shutting down. And so for me to have a list of, okay, these are all the things I need to accomplish. And I can go to that list and go, okay, I can do this right now. And I do that thing. And then I can check it off and I can get rid of it. It's gone. I don't still have it sitting in my mind, like bouncing around and cluttering things up. So that's why for me, list making is imperative. So I don't completely lose my mind over the course of the day. But that is an interesting question now for the question of the day. Are you a list maker? And if so, what lists do you use on a regular basis? Are you a to-do list person? Are you a shopping list person? Are you a these are the movies I want to watch person? Like what kind of lists do you use? Tax evasion is far from the worst of the crimes, I understand at least. Okay. Well, you know, generally, if someone's working on tax evasion, it's probably not the only illegal thing they're doing. So, you know, I don't doubt it. It's unfortunate, but I don't doubt it. All right, Enderman, you can just be chill. We're building a little platform here. Nothing to see. Everything's fine. Okay, I have to say I like placing the blocks a lot more than I like breaking the blocks, to be quite honest. It's very satisfying to just go around and keep placing the blocks. We make a big platform so we can work. And the good thing is I'm going to use up all that endstone that I've mined out, so that's nice. It won't just be sitting there cluttering up those chests in our little hut over there. A hut which is going to eventually get removed, because eventually we are going to remove everything except for the main end mosaic, and then we'll have our paths leading out to our Enderman farm and to our spawn point, and that'll be it. Wasn't Wesley Snipes in Star Trek? I don't think so. I don't think Wesley Snipes was. I know LeVar Burton was. Love us some LeVar Burton here. I use lists for shopping, packing for a trip, and stream stuff. Otherwise, I'm winging it. Oh, that it makes sense. I tend to use things like sticky notes for all things stream and block. I literally have sticky notes stuck all over my desk, my monitors, all sorts of stuff. I have my shopping list. I have my to-do list every day. In my to-do list, I take a big 9x14 legal pad and I use Sharpie marker because one, with my arthritis, it's easier to write with Sharpie. But two, I like just the big bold lettering and the bright colors and stuff like that. It like tickles my brain and it makes me happy. I don't know why. I thought for sure there was either a character or actor named Wesley on one of the shows. Okay, quick site, there was. It was Wesley Crusher, and he was on Star Trek The Next Generation. He was played by the actor named Will Wheaton. And he started off on season 1, I believe, as just the child of Dr. Beverly Crusher. And he was basically a genius. He had an eidetic memory where he can, remember everything he ever saw, read, whatever. And he quickly became trained to work the helm and became an ensign in Starfleet and gave it up and walked away. And in one of the movies he comes back, I don't remember which one, but one of the movies he comes back and he's wearing a Starfleet uniform. So potentially canon is that he went back to Starfleet Academy to finish his training, but it was never really like directly addressed in terms of like the plot line. But I like to think he did, because he was very talented as a crew member and definitely had a lot to add to any ship that he was on. And that is your Star Trek Geek Out for the day. You're welcome. Occasionally I have a shopping list. Besides that, I'm not even close to organized. That's okay. A lot of people kind of have their own methods for staying on top of things or getting things accomplished. Lists are just one way to kind of do that. Some people find them more stressful and more tedious. They'd rather just, like, as they see something, they do it and then they move on, which I respect that. Unfortunately, my brain does not work that way. Like I was saying earlier, as I get overwhelmed really quickly with stuff and I have to really make an effort to stay organized, and I will never stick to that list. Well, I respect that too. All right, more blocks. Many blocks. Hello? We do the flying. Why I not do the fly? Thank you. I'm sitting here trying to fly and nothing's happening. I'm like, hello? What are we doing? I think I was hitting my head on the doorway, honestly. Okay, where was I? I was right over here. I have to continue where I was. Mimosas will be in hand in 2 hours. Ooh, yum. Enjoy that, General. I do like a mimosa now and then. I haven't had one in ages, but I do like them. They're quite tasty. Very refreshing. Appreciated the Star Trek lore, getting back on track with the rest of the chat. I have the hardest time actually making lists I need. Yeah, and for some people, just sitting down to make a list is difficult. You know, that is overwhelming. And that, I can respect that too. You know, sometimes it's too much to have to sit and organize your thoughts in that way. And I always say for people who are like, oh, I want to make lists, but it's too hard, start with something small. You know, like have a shopping list that you stick on your fridge, and when you run out of milk or eggs or whatever, just add it to the list right then and there. So it's a long running list rather than a brain dump kind of list. For me, my lists tend to be brain dumps. I need to be able to just empty everything out so it's not bouncing around in my head and making me chaotic and crazy. And, you know, not only does it help to organize my thoughts, but it helps to make me less anxious and less stressed about things. All right, let's see. Once we get to the obby platforms, basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do probably a 2-block platform where there's no obby. So like I'll mine out a 2-block platform through each of the obby pillars so we can continue building this. And then from there, we'll mine down through and finish clearing those out as well. And then from there, of course, then we only have to mine from the top down to this level, which will be also very nice. Okay, so this is going to take a fair bit to do today to get all the way to the outer ring. But luckily with Swift Sneak 3, it's moving pretty quickly. And it's nice when you kind of get into a rhythm and it just gets going. Makes it a little less monotonous. Blocks. And we were talking about, speaking of blocks, we were talking about on the last stream, we got the idea to make Enderman statues to hold up each of our little portals there. And we're going to have staircases leading from our circle that we're working on here up to that. And then we're going to have a ring bridge connecting all the way around there. And then, of course, we're going to have an access point to our spawn platform that will come up to the ring here. And then also the access to our Enderman farm out that way. And what else? I'm trying to remember. We were talking about block pallets. And, you know, that was something I was struggling with and still am, is trying to figure out the block palette that I want to use for like the upper part with the ring and everything else. I would really like to incorporate some sort of fire aspect and some sort of water aspect because, you know, the whole idea of this project is that duality and the contrast. And so obviously our dragon will be black concrete and then lava. Although, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, what if instead of black concrete, we do water? So we have the water and the lava kind of swirling around each other, so to speak. I don't know how that would work though in terms of like, I think it would get kind of muddled maybe. We wouldn't have that sharpness of the black. And then of course, if we get rid of the concrete entirely, get rid of the black concrete, then we lose that dark and light because the water is going to be a little less dark. I don't know. We need to figure that out. I was watching Exuma Void's latest Hermitcraft video and he was setting up a color palette, and it blows my mind how people put all these blocks together or even think to have them next to each other. I 100% agree. There's a website that I think it was Levi mentioned to me. It was HueBlocks, and it basically you put in a block and it tells you what blocks go with it. So thank God for sites like that, because people like me who are dumb to that kind of thing and don't think of, oh yeah, this will go with that. It's a great little tool. And Ninky Stiggers, interesting username, welcome into the community. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Feel free to jump into the chat and make yourself at home, or if you'd rather just lurk, listen, and watch, that's totally fine too. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. And by the way, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, we're going around. We are going to go through so many blocks on this. Oh my gosh. Like at first we could use one stack and make some good progress. Now it's like one side and it is a whole stack. It's crazy, man, crazy. Oh, hold on one second. I have a notification. Oh, okay. So give me one sec, guys. All All right, so I have an Amazon delivery coming today, and they had to schedule it. And of course, scheduling for any delivery is we'll be there between 9 and tomorrow. But Amazon is great, at least in that they call you ahead of time and go, okay, look, our person is like on their way to your house right now, so be ready. Which I greatly appreciate because, oh my God, there's nothing worse than when you're sitting there waiting for delivery and you're like, okay, like I have things to do. I have food to have to make. I have to go to the store. I have to... Don't keep me in suspense. But I think this is like the last delivery that I'll be getting for a while, so that'll be nice. I can live my life as I wish instead of living by someone else's schedule. All right, Enderman, stop. I don't like how they like keep walking right up underneath me because I know one of these times they're going to look up at me just as I'm placing a block and it's going to make them freak out and I'll have to fly away. It'd be so annoying. Hate it. Oop. Meat. Me. I can place blocks, I swear. I'm really good at it. Alright. Oh my god, that site you're talking about even has a toggle so you can make palettes with the old pre-Japa textures. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to even look at it, so that's really cool. I'm going to have to get on there today and go look at it because I need some ideas for this palette that we're doing. You know, again, I want to have like a fire and water type of thing. I was thinking about like having all of the portals. Oh, I almost looked right at him. Having all the portals with like water flowing off the sides kind of around the Enderman, and that way we have water out there on the edge. But I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that. I need to figure out something because right now the ideas just are not flowing yet. Other than the little Enderman statues holding up the portals, I don't know what we're going to do. This was a project that the only thing I really planned out was the mosaic in the center, and I'm like, okay, the rest of it will come to me as we're building. I'm leaving it up to the block gods. All right. Some more of these. Okay, so this one's empty now. That one's just that. Okay. Right. I can't even tell where the edge of it is because it blends right into the old one. Yes, the block gods. Yes, they are the block gods. Okay, where was I? I like to pick up right where I left off. Right here. Here we go. Oh, and we're almost to the edge over here. Nice. So I like to scooch myself way to the outer edge and then face the platform because then you're less likely to place a secondary block on top of it or next to it or down below or whatever. And you can just slide right along and it's so nice. Yeah, your pinky feels like it's going to die because you're crouching so much, but that's all right. Who needs pinkies? They're just in the way and you smack them on stuff most of the time anyway, so it's fine. Alrighty. So, what has everybody been up to since we all hung out last? We were all together Thursday. So I'd love to hear what everybody's been up to. I know a couple people said they have finals coming up. Some people were doing spring break and kind of finishing that up and going back to school or getting ready to start spring break. Let me see, what else? I know little Ollie went to the groomer and is very handsome. We always love the pup pictures and the pet pictures in general. I love when people share their pets. Oh, the dog. Speaking of pets, he heard me say pets. The dog is outside the room whining because I will not let him in right now. He's like, Mom, why? Why did you lock me out? What did I do? He's so pitiful. He's absolutely pitiful. He follows me around, always has, especially has since we had to put down our other dog. He's a lot more clingy than he used to be. And he's just, in general, pitiful. He's definitely got old man syndrome going on. He when he gets up, he goes to stretch and he's like, you know, making noises and he's clearly like super stiff. It's like, poor guy. Oop. As I was saying about placing extra blocks, when you don't have your cursor lined up, that's a bit of a problem. Started vacation yesterday, no work for 4 weeks. Now, so that's the kind of stuff I like. I like to hear that. And Tovinator, if you're so inclined to share, what sort of plans do you have for your vacation time? Is it household projects? Are you traveling? Are you just having a staycation and like chilling in the recliner kind of thing? Like what's your plans for your 4 weeks? Because that's a fair bit of vacation time. I know I personally would probably fill that up pretty darn quickly just because I'm like, oh, I can get this done, and I can get this done, and I can do this, and I can play Minecraft for 3 days straight. It'll be great. It would be wonderful. And KT, good morning. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. I know you mentioned over on the Discord it was a bit of a late night for you, so glad you're able to pop in today. It's always a joy to see you. Question of the day for the folks who are just joining in. Do you make lists? And if so, what do you make lists for? Like to-do lists, shopping lists, mortal enemies lists, whatever. What are your lists if you're a list maker? I was just saying how, you know, with my ADHD issues and my anxiety, lists are imperative for me to keep my brain from completely short-circuiting and being overwhelmed. But not everyone uses them. Not everyone likes the time spent to make the list. They'd rather just knock stuff out and be done with it. I wish that my brain would work that way. That would be nice. Maybe if I get medicated, maybe that'll help. Better living through chemicals, right? All right, we're going to take a pause there for a second. I got to do a little neck stretch because my neck is super tight today. All right, a little bit of a drink, a little bit of a finger stretch. Because, oh my gosh, my pinky is legit seizing up already, and we're just getting started today. We're all of 27 minutes into stream. This is not a good sign. There we go. I have to go back and get some more blocks soon. Enderman, stop getting right up underneath me because I'm going to have to look at you one of these times, and I don't want to do that, okay? Stop it. These guys hanging out under here, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, for heaven's sake. What are you upset about? You have no reason to be angry. I didn't even look at you. This is how it's going to be. We're just going to have Enderman getting all pissy. A little bit of everything, but I have honeydew stuffed. Taking a pretty lady out on dates. I'm hoping to go camping with my cousin. I'll be fishing, shooting, and garage cleaning. Oh, that all sounds very productive. I hope you have a good time with all that. Where is my platform? I do not know. You know, I wonder. No, I'm not going to. I don't think I'll be able to land on it. I think I'm too low. Yeah, I'm too low. I was like, if I can land on that, that would be handy dandy. All right, this is where I ended up. Right here. I was going to say, if I looked at that guy again, I would be so ticked off. But no, we're okay. All right, so continuing on here. So yeah, everybody else, if you're just joining in, what are you up to this weekend? Or what have you been up to since last stream? And do you have any plans going into the week? And also, question of the day is, do you make lists? And if you do, what lists do you make? And Zoe, good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's always a joy to see you here in chat. All right, Enderman. Stay out of the way, please. Okay, so we're almost to this pillar. That's good. That means we'll be able to start cutting in there soon. Yay. I do not make lists. Zoe is not a list maker. Okay, and that's all right. I totally respect that. Not everyone is. And that's what I kind of enjoy, like, asking people if they're a list maker or not, because to me, it's a natural thing. Like, making a list is like the most natural thing because it helps me keep things organized. But then I realize that there's other people who are not list makers. And I'm always curious, how do you keep yourself organized if you're not a list maker? That goes for everyone, not just Zoe. If you're not a list maker, how do you keep yourself organized? You just memorize stuff. And that is awesome. That's great that you have a memory good enough to be able to do that. I do not. Also, because of the ADHD and anxiety, it makes it really hard to focus my thoughts, and I tend to get a lot in my head all at the same time. It's like someone turning on 3 TVs all at the same time on full volume. It's like how my brain is most of the time. So I'm usually thinking about multiple things all at the same time. Like right now, I'm already thinking about the chores I have to do right after stream. And I'm also thinking about what am I going to have for lunch today? Because I'm already thinking about lunch. You have big brain, yeah. All right, where are we going? We're going this way. Not into the obsidian pillar, please. We don't want to smack our head on that. That would hurt. All right, and this box here, we're gonna get some more blocks. Hopefully not look at the Enderman, because that's bad. Where were we? We were over here, I think. Were we on this side? Where were we? I don't know. I'm going the wrong way. Nice end island. Well, thank you. It is definitely a work in progress right now. We have a lot to get done today. Today, for sure, I want to do the Excuse me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Yep, my delivery's here. We're going to be working on this platform that we're doing right now as a initial layer for our actual build. Let me see here. As a non-list maker with ADHD, tend to start one task, get distracted, start on another, then repeat until eventually all the tasks are done. Same. Or I just completely forget what I'm doing and abandon the project. Same. General, thank you so much for the 50 bits. I appreciate that. Are you trying to cover the portal home? Yes, but not to cover the portal. Like what I'm doing is I'm creating a base layer so we can do our mosaic, because this is the mosaic build that we're doing. Okay. And I want to make a layer for us to build on, because we're going to be using lava. So we can't just like leave it free flowing, because then we'll have lava all over our end island, which is not good. So yeah, that's what we're working on today, is making our base layer. We have to get this all the way out to the green circle, and then we can start building. And Epic Panda, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Feel free to jump into the chat and start talking with folks, or if you'd rather just lurk, listen, and watch, that is totally fine too. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a good day. Alrighty, so we are going to continue to place these blocks. Once we get to an obsidian pillar, then we'll mine that out. Again, it'll be 3 blocks total, because obviously we need a layer to put the end stone down, like right here. So it'll be a layer for end stone and then 2 empty, so I can get through to get to the rest of the green there. Oh, so many Endermen. So many Endermen. I don't like it. It's terrible. We're getting so many Endermen spawning here because I have no torches down, and I kind of want to put torches down so they'll stop spawning here, because it's really annoying. I don't like them. I am in the Eric Subathon server, and I made a public mob farm for everyone last night. Oh, how nice. Mob farms are super helpful on servers. They don't work as well. I heard them scream again. Stop it. They don't work as well as on a single player, just because there's just too many people on and there's too much going on, and, you know, lag and things like that. But I always appreciate the people who make public farms like that. Oh, look at that. You can see the pillars. Nice. Because they're so useful to everybody on the server, and that's so great that you did that. All right, all you Endermen, chill, okay? Just chill. I'm not trying to look at any of you. I'm just trying to do my work, okay? So stop it. Endermen are the worst. Watch out for your wing durability. Yes, we're good. We have Unbreaking and Mending, so it lasts a good long while. And all I'm doing is I'm just flying out a couple of chunks and then coming back. Just to make sure that they're no longer aggroed onto me. And I have not had one break yet, and I don't plan to. I want to keep all my wings flying over the void like that. I know, right? Yeah, that would definitely not be good, especially because I don't have another set of wings on me right now, and I probably should. But yeah, no, I use my wings so infrequently during this part of the project. I only just fly when I'm going back and forth to my little hub to get more stone, or if an Enderman freaks out. And I just go out and come back, and I usually start recharging stuff before then, so I should be okay. I say that and then I'll die, but hopefully not. Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, I think this will be the last. Is this the last one? Oh no, I have a lot more. I thought I had used all my blocks already, speaking of which, and I was like, oh, I'll have to go back soon. But no, I don't. Yay. Oh, that was nice. Kind of like insta-placing. I'm down for that. Okay. I kind of like tilt that way and like do that. Place a little bit faster. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I dig this. I place a little bit faster. If I push my up cursor just a tiny bit, I go just a little bit more zoomy. I like that. The zoomies are nice. The only problem is it does make it a little more awkward placing the blocks, because I can't quite move my cursor fast enough, and then I end up double placing like that. Whoops. It's all right. We just have to acknowledge that my coordination is not what it should be. It's the old hands and the old eyes. It doesn't quite work as well as like when I was younger. Oh, and we are at 666 followers. I just wanted to point that out because, you know, fun number. All right. So as soon as we finish, I think probably, is it 2 more layers? We'll be at that first first pillar and we can mine that out. How many more do we have? Let me see. All right. And we'll bring this around right here. Of course, I placed too many. Sweet. So we're at the first pillar. I kind of want to mine it out just so that way it's done. That'll be nice. Yeah. Yay. We do like the fun numbers. They are delightful. Sorry, my father called. I'm on the phone still. No worries, Star. No worries. Life happens. We're just having kind of a chill vibe kind of stream today, and it is nice. It's nice to just have a casual Sunday. Also, I was the first one to get a legit Elytra on Eric's subserver. That is really cool. It sounds like you're quite good at the game. Caravera, welcome in. You wanted to follow, but I don't want to ruin the 666. That's okay. Well, someone unfollowed, so you're good to go now. If you do it again, you'll be at 666. But welcome into the chat, and I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. It's great to have you here. Because they have a plugin where the dragon drops the Elytra. Oh, so you were the first one to like go out to the end city and get it. There you go. Now we're at 666 again. Welcome in officially. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And do you prefer Caravera, or do you prefer Cara or Vera, or what do you prefer? And we've got Immortal Galaxy 666. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for the follow. All right, here we go. Kara is fine. Is it Kara or Kara? I asked because my sister's name is Kara, but spelled with a K. So I always like to check because some people like to pronounce it differently. Is it like Kara, like face? The first version. So Kara, like care, like hug. Alrighty. Yep. Okay, so we'll be over to that pillar too. And then we can start mining out some of these pillars, which will be really nice. Yay! Yep, you got it. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. I'd like to say Immortal Galaxies 666. You ruined the 666 and you pushed us to 667. So, boo. I'm kidding. Like Sarah and Sarah. Yeah, exactly. And that's, that's the thing that gets me about names sometimes is you think you know how something's pronounced and they're like, no, it's this way. And it's like, all right. Now I have to try and think of that every time. Now I will lurk and finish my dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner. And if you're so inclined, we do have a thing here in this community where folks share what they're eating or if they're cooking something or whatever. So if you'd like to share what you're eating, we'd love to hear about it because we enjoy the food. All right. Let's get us over to the next portal, and then we'll work on mining these guys out. No! Stop it. Thank you. And soon enough, we'll be getting rid of our little Enderman thing there, or our Endermite thing, because... Oh, nuts. Shawarma. Oh, I love shawarma. It's so good. So good. Yeah, so we'll be getting rid of the little Endermite thing. Where am I going? Where is my... Oh, my little thingy's right here. I was looking right at it and didn't realize it. I thought I was in the other side of the island. I'm a little disoriented. Don't mind me. Let me see. I also got mangrove wood like day 2 or 3 in the subserver. And the forests are at the border. And I live where Eric and some other people live. And we all call our mountain Mount 420. Nice. That's great that you're able to, like, get yourself going so quickly. I tend to be a very slow starter on subservers. I tend to, find my little spot, and I have my little dirt house initially, and then make a little house. And then as soon as I have, like, a legit house, I'm immediately working on storage. Because you all know how I love my storage. And that's, like, the first thing I have to build. And then I just go out, and I just go full loot goblin, and I just collect things. And meanwhile, there's all of the really motivated folks who go out and, like, go to the nether, and they get blaze rods, and they go find the end portal and everything else. And meanwhile, I'm still over there, like, farming potatoes, like... Just happy as can be, doing my thing, just hanging out in the overworld. It's all good. And then what I do is I'll get an iron farm going, and so I start trading iron with people. So it's a great way to do, help out the economy and still be completely lazy on the server. We call it that because the mountain is at coordinates 420, negative 690. Of course. Also, nice. Yeah, that's usually one of the very first things that people do is they go hit those chords. Oh, come on now. Blocks. All you have to do is point at the right spot with the cursor and fill in. It's not that difficult. I know it's obby and it's a pain to use, but come on. We can do this. Ethernet, welcome in. Glad to see you in the chat again. It's been a little bit since you were here last, but we're glad that you're back. How have you been? Anything fun and exciting happening in life since you were here last? And there we go. We're going to come right around here. Oh, no. That's going to be a problem. It's all right. Oh, I should have waited because I have to mine down one block anyway. Oh, well. It's fine. Perhaps. Oh, okay. Intrigue. Mystery. I have to know. What is new with you? If you can share, of course. If it's a private thing, then by all means, feel free to keep it private. But if it's something you can share, you must share because intrigue. All right, that one, and then I'll bring this around, and then we'll continue back to the platform. And then we will mine out the obby pillars. Oh, now see, that's the kind of stuff I can get behind. That nice little placement. Ta-dam. Okay, so we have 2 pillars, and we'll be getting the third there in a minute. So let's go ahead and just start mining this out. Do I trust chat? Oh, that's a good question. Do you trust the chat? If not, I can respect that. But if you do, excellent. We would love to hear. We like to hear what people are up to, like new, life stuff, exciting stuff, even the boring stuff. It's nice. It's the, the little things in life are fun to share. I always enjoy when people have some big news and they want to share with chat. It's always exciting. Like when Kelsey had her baby, or when Wolf got affiliate the other day, stuff like that. It's so exciting to share stuff with chat and everyone kind of celebrates. And, it's nice to get that little boost of like, hey, someone cares what I'm doing in life. We like that. Heck, we get excited when people share what they had for dinner. It's great. All right, here we go. Oh, that reminds me. I want to check one thing. Have we had the thing yet? No, nothing there. All right, so officially Dino is just like not even going to try anymore. Dino's just like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I just refuse to even show up and do anything. I'm not going to do it. Nope. That's fine. I figured that was what was going to happen. Dino's just like, nah. You started pinging the watchers. I give up. And I didn't ping the watchers today because I just didn't think about it. And now I'm like, well, I should have, because obviously Dino is just checked out for a Sunday here. It's like lazy Sunday for our notifications. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Okay, so we're going to get this one done. I think I like a girl. Well, that is really cool. Is this a new thing in terms of you've not had feelings like that for a person before? Or is it just, I just dig this person and it's cool and exciting? And you're going to die. No, you know what? When you have feelings for someone, it's a happy thing to celebrate. Honestly, even if you have feelings for someone and they don't reciprocate, to feel that is a nice thing. And if they don't share your feelings, that's okay. It's the whole better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. There's something to be said for just connecting with another human in that way. It's kind of nice. And DLARCM123, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the follow. Feel free to jump in the chat and start talking with folks, or just lurk, listen, and watch. We're just hope you're happy and having a good day, and want you to be comfortable. Make yourself at home here. And hi, glad to see ya. Welcome to the chat. Call you Lar. Okay, Lar it is. I'll try to remember that. Give me a little bit. It takes me a bit to get the memory to stick. I've not had feelings for someone in a while, and that's okay. That's okay. If you're not making that connection with someone, that's all right. When the right person comes along, you will. She's cute and funny, but I die. That's okay. That's it. You know what? Just embrace it. Embrace that feeling. Enjoy that feeling. And if they reciprocate, all the better. Remember it because I also have a bad memory of names. Yeah. Names can be hard. So I teach martial arts. I own a dojo. And I pretty frequently get new students coming in. And I always tell people it's going to take me a couple of weeks to be able to remember your name completely. Please don't be upset or offended. I'm not trying to forget your name. Your name is important, but it just takes me a little bit to get it. Once I get it, that's it. I will never forget your name again. I will always remember your name. But yeah, the first week or so, I'm like, new person. I know who you are, but I don't know your name. And you do Taekwondo. Very cool. I teach Aikido. We have a couple people here in the chat that do Taekwondo, actually. Last time I had feelings for someone, they faked our relationship thinking they actually liked me. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's important to be honest with your feelings. If you're not feeling a relationship with someone, it's okay. But it's better to acknowledge that than to keep the person like hanging on for no reason. That's not nice. You used to do Aikido. I miss it. Oh, well, I think you're the first person that's come into chat that has done Aikido. So welcome. Glad to have you. I very much like Aikido as a self-defense and as a martial art in general. I very much vibe with the concepts of, using energy and not impact and not like aggressive fighting. Because that's not really my style. But yeah, it's cool. And you have to go, but that's okay. Glad to have you. Welcome in. Hope to see you again on a stream sometime in the near future. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so you have a few opportunities to pop in and say hi. But I hope the rest of your Sunday is pleasant, and have a nice day. All right, we're almost done with this obby. We'll fill this one in, and we'll go do the same thing on the other one. All right. And of course, down below us here is going to get removed as well. There will be no obby showing above the end island. This is just so we can have clearance to finish our little circle here. And basically what we're doing is we're going all the way out to, it'll be inside the green because the green is actually outside of our design, but obviously we'll be a few blocks above. My brother taught me a little bit of karate. Oh, very cool. I really appreciate martial arts as a whole. Any style of martial arts is great. A lot of it has to do with, the discipline and respect and things like that. And it's a great lesson for people to learn. I wish more people would do it for that reason. Being able to defend yourself is obviously nice as well. You have to find a style that works for you because there's so many different martial arts styles out there. Some that use weapons, some that don't, some that are grappling, some that are impact, some that aren't. So you just gotta, shop around a little bit, so to speak, and find something that works for you. And Lollipoppin, welcome into you. And Levi, same to you. Glad to see you, my friends. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I hope that you have had your coffee, or at the very least, it's in your near future. I did MMA for a few years when I was younger. It really brought me out of my shell. Oh yeah, absolutely. I see that a lot actually with my students because the majority of my students are youth students, so under the age of 18. And a lot of them, struggle with self-esteem and with expressing themselves and things like that, just because they're still kind of learning how to be people. And so it's really cool to see them come out of their shell. And, the kids who come in and they're super shy and the parents are like, oh, they don't talk to people. And it's always nice to see that when they get that little spark and fire and they get excited about being at class and they get excited about training. I really, really like that. And that's one of the big reasons that I enjoy teaching kids is seeing that progress in them as just humans, not even necessarily in terms of training. Another block down. Pity. All right, so as you can see, I'm just lining up to where I'm going right to the inside of our little blocks there, our green blocks. And I'm just going to continue around here, and eventually we're going to meet up with this so it's all enclosed. It'll take a little bit. Why are you angry? Are you stuck? Okay, I'm going to fly away because he's stuck, and I'm a little nervous with that. I'm worried that he'll suddenly aggro on me, and that would be a problem. So we're going to fly away. Elytra's still fine, by the way. For I think it was Zoe was concerned. Elytra is good. But you guys can see as we come in. So I'm closing up that ring, and we're going to have this go all the way around here. Oh, so many Endermen. So many Endermen. Swooshing along. There we go. All right, so continuing around here. This is where I have to be careful because they're all getting really cranky with that Endermite over there. Our little trap works a little too well sometimes. Last night we killed the Ender Dragon on Eric's subserver. Very cool. So I assume it was a community event where everybody could like pitch in and help out. I always love community dragon fights. They are so fun. That was where I got a lot of my my courage to do our 20 dragon fights or 19 dragon fights. Is doing a community dragon fight with Starfire and in her private server, because I was such a big chicken. You guys all, if you were here back at day 1500, the first dragon fight was so bad because I was so scared. I was literally like actively shaking and it was so bad. But doing a community dragon fight makes it so much less intimidating because you learn the dynamics of like how the dragon moves, and you get the little tricks like using slow falling potion and having your water bucket and stuff like that. So by the time that you come around to doing your own dragon fights, it's not nearly as scary. I guess they were talking about that actually over on Hoser's stream the other day. He mentioned in the Discord that that they were talking about that, and he said that he's never done a solo dragon fight, which surprises me because, you know, you'd think that people who are you know, consistent Minecraft players, you just kind of assume that they've done it, but I guess a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't do the dragon fight in their survival worlds. That Enderman just like popped in and like was like, bye, I'm out, see ya. So I'm curious, if you are a block game player and you have a single player world, have you done the dragon fight in your single player world, or have you not because it's intimidating, you're scared, or you just don't want to? I am curious about that. And if you play on a server, have you done like a community dragon fight? And if so, did you find it easier to do a community fight, or was it a little more difficult because you were working with numerous people all kind of doing stuff at the same time? That's what happened with me, is I kind of at first struggled to figure out where my place was in the whole thing. Like, where do I stand? What do I do? It took me a little bit to kind of figure that out. Once I did, it was all good and dandy. We had a great time, but it takes a bit. All right. Oh, dog is back. Dog is at the door, whining, wanting to come in. Mom, why? I tried before and you ignored me. Now you're ignoring me again. He's so pitiful. He is the most pitiful dog ever. He takes it very personally when I don't let him follow me around. He's like, what have I done? What have I done that you're alienating me? Every long-term single-player world, I would kill the dragon like 3 times, and I don't know about servers. Last Eric sub-server, I killed the dragon 21 times. Holy cow. So needless to say, Zoe, you're very comfortable with killing the dragon. I know, like I said, I definitely am much more comfortable now that I've done it 20 times. To go play on a server, it would be nothing. I would know exactly what tools I would use, and I am definitely a lot less intimidated by the dragon as a whole than I used to be. Because holy cow, like just being in the end with the dragon was hard. Hold on, is the Enderman following me? No, I think it's just sitting there. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, that's the wrong one I want. I don't like this. I don't like them coming in here and being all freaked out because I think, are you going for me or are you going for the Endermites? I don't know. That guy right there is a problem. Because he's just, he can't, for some reason, get off that block. And I don't know why. But you guys can see right there. I'm being careful not to look up too much. But you can see the split layer there. So the green is still on the outside of the endstone platform. So like if we were looking from above, you could still see the green. But that is going to be the edge of our build project there. I think they need to make the fight harder. It's not really rewarding anymore. Those Endermen are creeping, right? And just another step to get an Elytra. I wish they would completely rework the end in general. The end has never really had much of an update, and it would be nice if they would do something new with it. There are so many mod packs out there that give you like different biomes in the end, and so like you'll have a blackstone biome or you have like a glowstone biome, you know, things like that. And it's like, why are they not adding this in? The end is just there. It's kind of boring. And what am I building? So Jim, welcome into the chat for the first time, by the way. Glad to have you. So we are working on building a base platform so we can build this wonderful yin yang dragon mosaic. It's about 130 blocks across in diameter. So it's very, very large. If you look at our pop-out map right there, you can actually, not here, we'll use this map. So if you look here, that lime green circle that you see on the screen, that's going to be the platform. And what I'm doing right now is I'm building out Endstone to that spot over the portal, because we have our main portal that's like right in the center of the map, and we built it just on top of it, and it's going to be covering the whole thing, and then we're going to have access underneath so we can still get to the portal. But what I'll end up doing is outside of that green ring here, we're going to be completely removing all of the end island all around it. We'll have all the portals that go around the outside, of course, because we did 20 dragon fights, so we have all 20 portals. We're going to have an Enderman holding up the portal, like we're going to make a statue. And there will be a ring going around that. But everything else, all the end island will all be removed. So it'll just be the circle and then a ring around the outside with our portals. We'll have our Enderman farm connected by a path like how it is right now. And our spawn platform, obviously, we'll have to incorporate that as well. But yeah, it's going to be a project. I hope to get it done by 5,000 days. But we'll see, because it's pretty darn grindy and I don't know if we're going to make it. But if we don't, that's okay. Because I'm enjoying the process of it. I'm enjoying the grind and just kind of hanging out with folks and chatting. It's great. I have big plans. Yes, there are big plans. Most of our big projects that we've done up to this point, well, big in terms of work, have been kind of smaller builds. We did several villages. And that was our big build projects up to this point. And this one is definitely big on an epic scale in terms of just volume of work and block placement and block removal and things like that. We spent the whole last stream just removing one obsidian pillar. So it's going to take a hot minute. But I'm hoping to have it look really cool when all is said and done. Like if it comes out the way I see it in my brain, it'll be really cool. But in the meantime, it's going to take a lot of work to do. And yeah, I know that I'm probably going to hate this project by the time I'm done with it. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just got a lot of really tedious stuff. And I have a feeling it's going to be like, I'm so going to be over it. But we'll see. We'll see. Not even doing the project. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Once we get started, it won't be too bad. It's all this prep. The prep this goes back to like our Santa Ignia project where we did our Mesa Spikes biome village that we built. The terrain prep took so long that by the time we finally started building the actual village, everyone was kind of sick of it. We're like, okay, can we go to a different biome, please? Because, oh my God, this is just, I'm tired of looking at it. But in getting it all prepped, it looked exactly the way we wanted. And so when we started building, it all came together really nicely. And I'm hoping that that's what'll happen here, is once we get to that point, it'll just start coming together and it'll all like make sense and it'll be really cool. But in the meantime, much grind. Much grind. Alrighty, let's finish with this layer. And then as soon as we finish with the blocks that I have right now, we're going to take our break and do a little stretch time, use the restroom, get your water cups, whatever you guys got to do. And then we'll come back and we'll keep working on this platform, and we'll work on mining out some more obsidian, because we'll have this platform right here to do, and we'll have that platform over there to do. So yeah. Oh, no, see, that's not going to work. I can't do two at a time because I can't move my cursor. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just got to get the rhythm going. Once you get the rhythm, it's not too bad. And the rhythm is going to get you. If you're old like me, you get that reference. Levi's making coffee now. Aragon, welcome in with the Rickroll. Glad to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Always great to have you. Kara has finished dinner. I'm jealous of your shawarma, by the way, and I 100% want to get some now. I have a recipe for shawarma, actually, and I haven't made it. I usually tend to do shawarma in the summertime because it's something that you can kind of have. Like, the meat can be hot, but like everything you put with it can be cold. Oh, darn it. But yeah, I do love a good shawarma. Stuffed like a piggy bank. Nice. Hey, if you're going to eat shawarma, you got to eat the shawarma and you got to go big, okay? That's just how it should be. All right. There we go. Now we're back. And I was notified that Dino just finally notified everybody. So that's good. Welcome to everybody who's here from the Dino ping. Only an hour into stream. It's fine. It's fine, Dino. It's Sunday, I guess. It's all right. Doing good. How are you, Mom and Chat Familia? Well, I'm doing good, Aragon. We're working on the grind project here, getting some stuff knocked out. Another thing I want Minecraft to do for an update is, I guess, an update where I feel like I'm part of Minecraft. I want to feel invested. Have you tried VR? I've heard that's a great way to get into the game. And yes, the 1 hour stretch, Levi. Yes, we are. So what I'm doing is I'm going to finish all of the blocks that I have in my inventory right now on the platform, and then I will be taking a nice little stretch break. But in the meantime, let's do a quick stretch and hydrate. Thank you, Levi. Oh, spine cracked. Thank you. That's always nice. I do enjoy the little crack and pop of my vertebrae. As long as they stay where they're supposed to, it's fine. And thank you for the hydrate. You all should hydrate as well. It's a good way to self-care. And it is, after all, Self-Care Sunday. So, we have several questions of the day now. Because ADHD, and that's how my brain works. First question of the day, if you haven't answered it already, is, are you a list maker? And if so, what lists do you commonly use? And the other question of the day is, how are you going to do self-care on this fine Sunday? Because Self-Care Sunday is a thing in our community. VR Minecraft is the best. You get a real scale of builds. Now, see, that would be really cool. I don't think I could do VR because motion sickness, but I would love to experience it once just to like check it out because I think it would be really cool. You know? I'm so sorry, guys. I need to go. I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed right now and need some time to be off media for a bit. I hope stream goes well, Mom. I love you all. Star, my friend, please take care of yourself. Self-care and mental health is far more important than stream. We're always glad when you're here, but please take care of yourself. And if you need anything at all, you know where to find me. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Big hugs to you and to Ryan as well. Echo Shard Armor Trims. You are not a list maker. Okay. I haven't really looked into those armor trim things, only because I'm kind of ignoring the snapshot for now because I don't want to get excited about stuff and then have it get messed with by the time the version actually releases. So I'm kind of ignoring it. Plus, I like to have all of my mods when I start a new update. So yeah, I'm waiting. I gave up on making lists. I always ended up doing everything except the list. Yeah, that's an ADHD issue for me as well. I tend to get a little sidetracked. We were talking about this on stream actually the other day, is that I go through and, okay, I need to put laundry away. So I get the laundry out of the dryer, I have the basket, and I walk out to the living room so I can fold it up. And then I get to the living room and I go, oh, look, there's dishes sitting out that someone left a glass out or something. I need to go put this in the dishwasher. So I'll go into the kitchen to go put it in the dishwasher, and oh, look, the dishwasher hasn't been unloaded yet. So I have to unload it real quick. And then I have to load it because, of course, I can't not load the dishes into the dishwasher. That was the whole point of going in there. And then, okay, now I'm going to make a snack because now I'm hungry. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have my snack. And then, oh, look, I have a basket of laundry here I still need to fold. So that's how my day progresses. It's great. VR would help, but like I was playing Minecraft Dungeons and I love the blocks and the ambiance and the particles and it felt alive. I got back to Minecraft and it just feels empty. I can imagine. And can I note my shawarma for Self-Care Sunday? Yes, you can. And if you'd like to share a recipe, !Discord. We have a recipe channel and I'm sure everyone would love your shawarma recipe. Myself included. Kids are amazing at providing distractions. Yes. My Self-Care Sunday deed was exercise. That is a fantastic self-care. I am looking forward to that. My home gym is out of commission right now because of the flooring project that we're doing. And I have not been able to work out for about the last 2 weeks because my gym currently has furniture sitting in it that goes in the room that we've been working on the flooring. But that room is now done. The flooring is finished. So I can get back to working out, and I'm super excited about that. Used to play a ton of VR Minecraft back in the day. That is really cool. What I've seen of it looks so fascinating, and like I said, I'd love to try it just once, but I'm sure I will probably vomit because motion sickness is real for me. And Goat Lover, welcome in. Glad to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Glad to see you back in chat again today. We are working on getting our base platform put down so we can start working on our mosaic. And okay, that is it for the blocks there. We're gonna fly down to our thing. I want to play a horror game on VR. Oh yeah, no, that would freak me out, man. I do not like horror video games. I don't like the jump scares. I don't like any of that. It just, no, I don't like it. This one here, let's get the rest of that. Okay, literally I have like 3 blocks left. What the heck? All right, so we're going to pause right there. And I am doing well, Goat Lover. I was just saying that today's a good day so far. It's still early for me. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so far so good. I'm feeling mentally motivated. I'm feeling good in a mental health aspect. And I am looking forward to like getting stuff done. I'm motivated to get things done, which is great. You want to play horror with the boys? Well, you know, if you have someone to play with, it's all the more fun because then you can kind of react off of each other as well, which is always exciting. And you got your watch streak, Aragon. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Let's see here. Nice. Good job. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a quick break, everybody. This is a good time to refill your water cup if you need to, or use the restroom, or grab a snack. At the very least, just get up and stretch a little bit. If you're on your phone and you're doing this, watching stream, look up. There's a whole world out there. Explore it for a minute. But also, just in general, get up and move around. Get the blood flowing. Get your heart pumping. Levi's got his coffee, so that's wonderful. We usually goof off and roast the ghost. Nice. And yeah, do a few minutes of self-care, guys. And when we get back, we're going to keep placing platforms and knocking down the chunk of obby pillar in the middle. So I'll catch you guys in just a couple of minutes. All right, guys, we are back. Hope you guys all had a good break. Did a little self-care. My self-care consisted of standing and stretching for a half second and taking a drink of water and using the restroom. And now I'm sitting again. So a little lackluster on the self-care, in all honesty, but that's okay. So let's jump back into things here where we got our blocks ready for our next section. We will probably have to mine some more out at some point. That Enderman is just, they're struggling, bro. They're struggling. They want that in my bad, and it won't happen. All right, let's come on over here. Let's mine this pillar out. There you go. Levi, make it a vanilla and add another bean. There you go. Okay, adding soy milk to coffee is just adding bean water to bean water. Yes, and if you add vanilla bean, then it's extra bean at that point. So it's a triple bean coffee. I'm down for that. I'm not a big fan of soy milk myself, never have been. I try to avoid soy whenever possible just because I have family history of breast cancer and things like that, and soy's, from what I understand, is supposed to mimic estrogen in your system. So, you know, any extra stuff like that, not a great idea. So I largely avoid soy whenever possible. And honestly, I just don't care for it as much, like the flavor. I'm an almond milk kind of gal myself. I like that almond milk is pretty neutral, and when you add it to stuff, you don't taste the thing. Like when I put oat milk in things, all I taste is oats. It very overwhelms things, and I'm not a fan. Same thing with coconut milk. All I can taste is coconut. Oh shoot. Whoops, that's right. I have that thing going on. All right, so let's put down this. We will put our 2 stacks of obby in there so we can pick up the rest of these. There we go. Now we're good. Now we've got it figured out. All right, cool. And Horse, welcome in. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Glad to have you in the chat. Vanilla bean frappuccino sounds so good. Oh, you know, I actually like vanilla bean frappuccinos. I like milkshakes, and so a nice like vanilla bean milkshake is good, but frappuccinos are very tasty. And BD, holy cow, my friend, long time no see. Glad to have you in the chat again. How's school going? How's life going? Love to catch up with you. Summer's more of an oat milk person. So to be fair, if I'm doing something that I want that kind of oat milk flavor, it's delicious. I don't mean to say that I don't like the flavor. I just find it to be a little overwhelming of other things. Like when I put it in coffee, all I can really taste is like oats. I don't get the coffee flavor as much. So I've stopped using any sort of sweetener in my coffee. I just use almond milk now, but I use a pretty substantial amount. It's basically like half milk, half coffee. That's not true. It's a third milk and 2/3 coffee, because I do like 4 ounces of milk to like 8 ounces of coffee. School's been kicking my butt recently, but it's starting to chill a bit. I'm glad to hear that. So you're in spring semester right now. Have you done like midterms, or are you just kind of like chugging away at the grind right now, or what's been going on with stuff? All right, let me see here. We're gonna get this last little bit here, and then we can close up the platform. In there. And then also, BD, have you had spring break yet, or are you a ways out from that still? It's like in California, well, I shouldn't say in California. In our district, we start spring break not this next week, starting tomorrow, but the week after. So this coming Friday, the kids have like a minimum day, so like half day, and that starts their spring break. All right, let's continue over here. I don't know if it's just me, but I love playing on servers and I get more done. You know, honestly, I very much enjoy playing on servers. I love that community vibe. I know everyone kind of branches off with their friends and does their own thing, but it's nice that everyone comes together and is like, hey, I have this shop, and you can buy wool here, you can buy, you can get emeralds here, you can do, whatever. And it's great that people want to work together. It very much is a sense of community, and I love that. And I miss that a lot. When I play single player, like when I play my hardcore world, I miss having someone else to play with, because it's really nice to have a friend that you can work on projects and build a base together and, go on adventures through the world with. And, if you're a chicken like me, you have a hero that can do the cave clearing for you while you hide in a corner. It works nice. And how do you change your username on Twitch? That's a good question, Goat Lover. That's something that I've been trying to figure out, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a way. I would say Google how to change your username on Twitch. That's probably going to offer you the best suggestion on how to do that. And you're on spring break starting on Monday. Nice. I think we had midterms 2 weeks ago, then had spring break, then all the professors collectively gave us twice as much homework than we usually get in 1 week. Yeah, that sounds about right. Kid 1 and Kid 2 both take college classes, and it's weird because we're operating within 2 different districts at the same time, so they have different schedules, and it's really weird because Like kid one will be, you know, like say they'll be on spring break but they'll have homework from their college class that they have to do because the college isn't on spring break. The college's spring break was a different week. And so it's just weird. And it's trying to keep everybody organized and keep schedules organized. And I just don't know what's going on. And as far as what's going on new with me, not much. I'm still working on house projects and getting stuff organized and cleaned and set up and things like that. Still working on putting flooring down, which just is making the entire house a god-awful mess, and I hate it. And I'll be so glad when it's all done and situated so my anxiety can settle down. I plan on doing some like local traveling. I want to start hiking. I live near a place that has like some lovely, just like walking, hiking type trails. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and just getting outdoors. It just needs to stop raining long enough to do so because it's very squishy right now and that's not good for hiking. So much house project happening here too. Ah, yes. How goes the project? I haven't heard much about demo and stuff lately from UKT. So how's that going? All right, let's come along over here. As soon as I finish this stack of blocks, I'm going to take a look and see where we are in terms of the whole thing. Okay, go. How's the music level for you guys, by the way? Is it a good level, or is it a little bit too loud or too quiet? We always kind of have to keep checking in on that because we'll get one song that's super loud or super quiet and I make adjustments and then it screws everything up for the next 6 songs. Music, fine. Wonderful. Glad to hear it. Had to stop to try and fix a water issue in my office/shed. Oh no, that's not good. Was it like a water flow issue or like there was water where there shouldn't be? Neither is good. Anything plumbing always freaks me out. Plumbing and electrical always scares me and I get really panicky because those are things I know nothing about and I am immediately going to call an expert to come out and deal with it because I'm like, hey, if it gets screwed up worse, it's on you, not me. Okay. And those two things, water and electrical, are going to cause the most catastrophic damage to your home if something goes really bad. So it's got to be taken care of like immediately as far as I'm concerned. Mom, if it isn't a bother, can you do a quick world tour? I want to name something, but I don't know what to name. Well, I'll tell you what. When we run out of blocks... Hello? When we run out of blocks from the chest that's in our... Actually, I think that this might be it. This might be the last stack. Well, we will have to go home because I have a bunch more end stones sitting at home that we're going to grab and bring back. So when I go to do that, then yes, I will do a quick world tour. Because we do have a lot of new folks here in the chat who haven't seen all of our big projects, and I'd love to show them off to everybody. I also got to visit my college. My younger sibling is thinking about going to. So far, they're doing a good job of picking where they want to go. Very cool. That's exciting when you're at that point where you're looking at colleges. So that's really neat. Okay, last stack, and then we'll head home. Gas connection needed to be fixed. Valve failed, closed. And then a cracked elbow that was leaking. My mom was hiking, and whenever we pass a hiking trail, she says, we should hike there someday. My brother and I immediately start saying no. No hiking. No hiking. Hiking is lovely. I really enjoy being outdoors and getting some exercise. I encourage everybody to do so as often as possible. We're getting to the time of the year, at least where I live in California, where it's really nice outside. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. With all the rain we've been having, it's just absolutely beautiful outdoors right now. Everything's all green and growing. Usually where I live, it's brown and sad looking, and because we're in the midst of a drought pretty much all the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting outdoors. It should be nice. I will be taking a walk later this afternoon, which will be nice because it's finally not raining and the sun is shining and it's chilly but not freezing cold. And it's weird, speaking of which, we've been having temperatures still in the 30s, which for us is so odd, and we should be seeing temps like up into the 70s and 80s right now, but no, it's not happening. She loves it with the dogs and she wants to do it all the time. Hey, that's awesome. Get outdoors and enjoy it. It's there, you might as well. All right, let's go ahead and mine this obby and we can take it home. And then we will do the world tour. We can spend the next 20-30 minutes doing a world tour because there's a lot to see. We've done a fair bit in our little world here. I'll show you guys the 3 main builds, which is our home base. the spawn village, which is called Spiaggia Harbor, and which Spiaggia is beach in Italian, and it is a beachside little harbor town. And then we have Santa Ignia, which is the home of the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers. It's the Lava Watchers Temple and the city that we erected around that. And there's a nice little oasis pool there as well. It's really pretty. And so those are the three main builds. We also have our underwater tunnel to the ocean monument that we did. We still have to finish that project, actually. There's a little bit left to do. I have to adjust some glass. And let's see. How do you mine obsidian so fast? Okay, so I have an efficiency 5 pickaxe. And I also have a haste 2 beacon. And that is how the obby is breaking so quickly. Because otherwise, we would be here like all day just mining this out. And it would be awful. I like to hike. There's good trails around my campus. Oh, that's always nice. And yes, the haste beacon, I highly recommend. I went a long time without a beacon. And as soon as I got one the first time, I'm like, oh my God, I'm never mining blocks without this again. So we have, I think we have 6 beacons now. Eventually, we'll build a big, like, 6-pillar beacon at our home base. And kind of like right in the center from like bedrock level all the way up, just because it'll be fun to do. And I want to have like rainbow lights on top. So we'll put the colored glass on top of it so it makes a rainbow. Because I do love my rainbows. They're so happy and just, yeah, they're beautiful. I love them. I've been seeing a lot of rainbows lately, actually, which is really nice. With all the rain we've been having, we'll get a storm that'll come through and it just dumps tons and tons of water on us. And then we'll get a little patch of sunshine for a bit. And there's always rainbows. And it's so pretty. It just, honest to goodness, I'm a major kid at heart. And I get really excited about silly stuff like that. Like, actively like, oh, look, a rainbow. Like, I'm absolutely one of those people. And so when I see one, like, immediately have to pull my phone out and take a picture of it and just be like, look at it, it's so pretty. And I have to tell people, like, I'll tell one of my kids, I'm like, look, there's a rainbow. And they're like, great, Mom. Thanks for letting me know. But that's me. That's how I am. Like, I love to sit and just look at the clouds in the sky, and, you know, fields of wildflowers make me happy and stuff like that. That's just how I am. I like to take joy in the small things in life. Because honestly, they're there, and why not enjoy them? And as much as I know people think it's weird, to get excited about stuff like that is a joy in and of itself. Because, you know, I think that especially when you reach adulthood, you start to get to this point where you're like, stuff is commonplace. Like, okay, yeah, I see that all the time. Whoopee, it's clouds, who cares? But you stop taking the time to appreciate it and marvel in the beauty of it or the glory of it, you know, or whatever, you know. And that's something I don't ever want to hold. I don't ever want to let go of. I don't want to lose that joy and that wonder. So I just keep going. I'm like, yes, I'm going to sit and get excited over the rainbows and the clouds in the sky. And, oh, look at that dog, you know, whatever. It's silly stuff. And nature is amazing. Exactly. Have you heard of sundogs? I have not. But I need to know now what you're talking about. So fill me in, Beatty. All right, we're almost done with this pillar. Am I still picking it up? Yes, I am. Good. Inventory is good. Do you know how to kill the wither really fast? If you don't, then go to the end and go underneath the bedrock and spawn the wither, and it'll suffocate in the bedrock. And also don't have knockback 2 on your sword so the wither doesn't escape. Yes, we have done that several times now. That is how I have my beacons. And you will always appreciate nature, and that is lovely. Because I think a lot of people kind of take it for granted after a while. Especially if you're in an area where maybe you don't have a lot of really pretty nature outside. And so you're like, yeah, okay, I see that all the time. Who cares? But, you know, it's something as simple as a patch of flowers on the side of the road can be pretty if you just take a moment to appreciate it. Horse also likes the nature. Yes, Horse is a fan of the nature and the outdoors as well. I believe there's some camping trips in the future for him. Hopefully very soon. Now that the weather is possibly cooperating. Sundogs are like buds of a full rainbow that appears around the sun during typically cold days. Oh, cold bits. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen pictures of like on like Nat Geo. Once it gets less cold at night, I tend to go camping. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the super cold nights when I'm camping. I don't sleep well when I'm super, super cold because I get all clamped down and shivery and stuff like that. But if it's like 50s at night, I could deal with that because you climb in your sleeping bag. It's all right. One of these days when I have a rough day, I'm going to go impulse buy a kayak. Well, that's retail therapy is a thing, I suppose. I love outdoors and I love animals more than humans. People suck. I hate people. Not you guys. You guys are cool. But yes, people, and I say people as a society, hate people. People are the worst. People make things difficult and I don't like it. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Alrighty. So we'll finish mining out this obby here. And then we will head home. We'll drop off all the obby that we've collected so far. And we'll go take a quick world tour and show you guys all the fun stuff in our world. Another day we'll go around and show you all the farms. We've done a lot of farms. And actually I found 3 more that I want to build. Here I thought I had all the farms I wanted. But there's 3 more. And they're simple. It's stone, cobblestone, and basalt. We don't have farms for that. I don't know how I managed to get this far in this world and not build a farm for those things, but I don't have one. And I actually found some auto farms that I want to do. They use like TNT duping and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I like that. One of them was Ilmangos, one was Shulkercraft, and then I don't remember who the stone build was. Stone farm one was. Wow, that was a lot of words. But yeah, I really want to build them. So we might take a break from this project just to do a farm building day again. Like Mom Builds Farms, bonus edition. And you're my favorite Twitch streamer. You're very cool. Well, thank you, Goat Lover. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here, and I love that you're hanging out here in chat and talking with folks. And I'm glad you like it here. That's what we do here. We want to make sure everybody's having a good time and they're enjoying being here. I was lurk listening. And I totally thought Levi was talking about impulse buying kayak. No, that's Horse. Horse is doing the impulse buying. Kayak is my thing. Was at REI today and looking at kayaks. New ones be expensive. Yes, kayaks are a little pricey. Only like $800. Also jealous. I want to go to REI. Horse has been wanting to pull out that REI membership so bad. All right. Oh, apparently we slept here. All right. Well, we'll sleep here again. And you guys know the rules. When we sleep, we drink. So everybody grab your cups and do a quick hydrate. All right. So let's go up here. We're going to go to the storage room first. We're going to drop off all this obby and we're going to grab a bit of endstone to take back with us. All right, down over this way. We are at the point now that we have so much obby that we're starting to fill shulker boxes. So yay on that. That's a good thing. Sleepy time. Well, Aragon, have a good sleep. Or are you talking about me sleeping in game? Because if you are, yeah, we had to sleep. He keeps wanting one. I'm expecting him to come home, or you're expecting to come home one day to a kayak. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. All right, so let's come on over here, grab a couple shulkers, and we will do the endstone. The Pungo 120 was $1,200. It's the one my wife has, and it's nice. Okay. Did you ever play with Legos in your childhood? I still play with Legos. I had a stupid amount of Legos in my childhood. It was one of my favorite things. Does Levi even go outside? I'd want a kayak that's collapsible so I could fit it in my dorm. There you go. Maybe once we have the space. Yeah, that's always a thing you have to consider is you have to have a space to store it. All right, let's grab a couple shulkers of the endstone. See, I knew I would regret bringing all this back. I'm like, I should leave it here because I'm sure I'll use it for this project. And then I didn't, and now I hate myself. Wait, don't forget, before you get endstone, you said you would do a quick world tour. No, I'm going to grab the endstone, stick it in my inventory, and then we will do the tour. That way I don't forget to pick it up. Because if I start doing the world tour, guaranteed I will forget that I said I needed to grab the endstone, and I will go right back to the end with no endstone in my inventory. So I have to get it first. But then as soon as I do, we will do the world tour, I promise. I have a bin of Legos in my room, but I do not use them anymore. I have too much garbage these days. We got it pre-pandemic. Used was a great decision. Now, see, and that's an issue to consider too, Horse. I know you're a fan of hitting up like eBay and Craigslist and things like that. I bet you could find one that someone impulse purchased for the pandemic because, oh, we're going to go outdoors. I bet you could find one for really cheap. I guarantee you probably could if you start looking. Been looking for used ones recently for sure. Yep, there you go. A ton of camera stuff, a whole lot of drone stuff, etc. Too much garbage. You just need to organize. If you organize, then it's not too much. All right, Elytra is good. So let's go ahead and, you know what, we're going to go up to the roof. So this is our storage room here. This is our main storage. This is like all of our odds and ends. This is all nether stuff, end stuff. Over here is ocean stuff. And then we have like wood and everything else. I'm ADHD. I do not organize. Good. I know. I can help you with that, though, friend. I promise. Down here is our Hall of Awesome. This is where if you do the channel point redemption for the offering to the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers, you get a lava bucket and you get a sign and all your information that you got that flex. Because that's all it is. It's just a flex. But you get to be here in the Hall of Awesome in our game. And then over here was first time going end busting in the world. That was our first dragon head that we got. And over here was our first dragon fight right here, 1500 days. And then here is all of our 20 dragon fights stuff right here. This was an advancement we got was where you look at the dragon through a spyglass. We did that. These are the bows that I used, our infinity bows, and just an end crystal because of course we had to do that. You try Facebook Marketplace. One of my roommates has an addiction to it, but found some pretty good stuff, good deals on stuff. Yeah, Horse is more eBay focused. So this whole area, this was a mountain when we first found it. And I've, over time, completely eliminated the mountain and built into the side of it and everything else. This was our original front door right here. We made a hobbit hole that came out to about here. This space was our original house this way. And then I made like a long hallway over here. And then eventually I mined all the way down here and started making my mine shaft down to bedrock so I could go look for ores, which I did not find very many. Actually, it was very sad. But we have a staircase that goes all the way down to bedrock right here. And of course we have our elevators up and down. It's easier. Oh, eBay's like Facebook Marketplace, but I don't have to go get the garbage. It's easier on the conscience if I don't have to drive and go get it. There you go. Shipping is great. This is going to be our map room, and eventually we're going to have armor stands ringing around the room that will have all of our 0 durability armor and tools that we have that we've collected from like mob farms and things like that. And yeah, this whole map here is going to get filled in. And this is our whole little island place. This is our home base here. This is Spiaggia Harbor, our spawn village, because like right here is our little gazebo. And that's where we spawned in. And then over here is our fall and Halloween village that we built. I forgot about that, actually. And then Santa Ignia is, let me see, which direction is it? It's way out over like here. And we'll be traveling through the nether to get there in just a little bit. Our mountain had a spider spawner, so we made a spider spawner farm here. And then we have our little Zen garden, which we haven't done so recently. But let's go ahead and turn our shaders on. It looks very pretty. Well, you just come over here and you can just enjoy the flowing water. It's very peaceful. We like it. It's lovely. And then over this way, through this gate here, we have a track that leads down to a skeleton spawner that's just over there. The grass flows. Yes, the grass and water flow. They kind of have a little rippling look to them. It's very pretty. Mine doesn't. Mine does. Oh, no, those ones do. Those ones over there, they're waving. Isn't that cute? It's like a breeze blowing through. I just love it. Anything flows if you're on LSD. That's true. Oh, I didn't know that did that. Look at that. That's so pretty. I didn't know that was a thing. How about this? Oh, yeah, their eyes glow on the dragon, too. Nice. All right, so back upstairs. As I said, this is our storage room. We talked about that. Up here is our bulk storage. This is all of our building blocks here. So like grass, dirt, stone, all that. Concrete, sand things, terracotta, all that stuff. Life advice, exactly. This used to be our villager trading area. And so there was a little balcony that I built. It was all enclosed. The goal was they were going to be free range villagers and I was just going to have them like wander and everything. But that ended up not happening. And they just stayed locked in here forever. But I did still leave the doorway that I built, and now there's glass all the way around. Can you name the dragon egg? I'm going to say no, because I don't want to mess with it. I want to just leave it on its pillar. But if there's anything else you see, then we can discuss. We have an access point here where I can fly out. So if I've come in to drop off storage, or if I'm going to leave from that space, I can. And then here is the base. We'll talk about the top floor in a second, but here's the base. We have a whole city wall. All these buildings up top here are all my farms. I have all sorts of auto farms. Mob farm is right here. Let's see, that is Duck. I don't remember what Duck's name is. Duck has a name, but I don't remember what that is. We built Duck a couple streams ago. Can I name a mountain? I mean, we have that mountain, but that's really all we have left. I've cleared them all. There's not many more mountains left. We do need to expand our city wall to include our new farms that we have out here. So it's probably going to come out around this way, maybe include the lava pit. I'm not sure. Eventually, all of our cities here will all be connected by a path, because right now you can see there's a path that kind of leads into the village, and we're going to have it go right out in this corner, and it'll connect to our Halloween village path right here. You're going to name that mountain. Okay, so we'll work on that then. We have our little church and our graveyard. Let me come up over here and land. So right down there is our graveyard, and all of those graves were channel point redemptions that people could have their own grave, and they could pick what went into their coffin and everything. The mausoleum right there is a memorial to our past hardcore worlds, and also all the totem pops, which we have to add the new one from the dragon fight, but whoopsie. This is our haunted mansion right here. Eventually we're going to have all of our spooky Halloween mobs go in there. I just have to figure out how to safely move them. I'm not really sure how. Kind of scared, honestly. Let's see, over here we have our little pumpkin house, which is really cute. We have a little pumpkin cart. Over here, if I can drop down to the right spot, we have Summer's house. Summer is our witch that we name tagged way back when. That zombie pig man has been here for ages, and he just won't despawn. I don't know why. He's just vibing here. But Summer's back there. She's a little bit cranky. She likes to throw things at us. Understandable. We removed all of her birch trees, and she really likes her birch trees, so yeah. But we built her little witch's hat hut here. And let's see, what else did we do? Breezy, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? How is Dad doing? I'm glad to see you. Thank you for the resub of 8 months. That is so sweet of you and so generous, and I appreciate that. Love to catch up with you. Hope everything's going okay. Let me break that. We have a couple of just like little autumn type huts here. We made a little pond that flows right over into this area here. This was a natural cave that was here, and I thought, well, we need to turn that into a thing. So we cleaned it all up, and we made a cool little thing here, a little pond with, you know, some vines and some mud and things like that. And what else do we have over here? We have our little scarecrow and our little kitty cat. We have a little like trading stand. We have a farmhouse that I put in over here with a farm just beyond. We have our bee sanctuary, and then down there is a dock. It's a lot of fun. Dad is still in the hospital. They found more infection in the upper leg bone. They're going to be running tests tomorrow. Oh goodness. That was not what I was hoping to hear, but he's in the hospital and being cared for, and that's what matters. So hopefully they're able to get on that and get him squared away. We're still thinking about you. Please keep us posted. And Cam Sheehan, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Feel free to jump in the chat and start talking with folks, or just lurk, listen, and watch. Whatever makes you happy and you're comfortable with. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a lovely day. So let's see. This house has a little balcony out back, which is super cute. Love it. Life has just been crazy. Tomorrow's going to be a week. He's back in the hospital. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope they get that figured out soon. He's had quite the journey lately, and I know that's been a lot on you and Mom. So hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, and now Cam Sheehan, the original. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if that's an alt or if you're a bot, but welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Did bake a cake today. Picture is in Discord. Oh, awesome. I do love the food pictures and posts, so I'll check that out. So back to the base, we've got our little Christmas tree. We've got a little bridge that we built over from our original spot. We'll land on the Christmas tree so we can look around here. There we go. Wolf Buttercup, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad to see you. How's the stream been going now that you're an affiliate? Are you having fun with all the channel points and the bells and whistles? I spent like a ridiculous amount of time doing that when I first got mine. I'm like, oh, I can do this thing and I can do this thing. It's great. We have a little tiny dock here that leads up into our villager trading area, which is this whole under the ground thing. First one is today. Oh, exciting. Good luck. Just take your time and just enjoy. It's the first one, and it's going to be wrought with issues, but it'll be great, and you'll have a lot of fun. And Mount Tarragon, I love that. Okay, we will name that in just a moment. So up here, we've got our nether portal, which is right inside these trees here. Let me land. This island thing here was naturally generated. When I first found this mountain, it was this little island kind of floating right off the side of it with a waterfall coming off. And I'm like, oh, we have to do something with that for sure. So the waterfall is right out here in the back. see if I can do it without falling off the edge. Right here, if you can see it, right there. Waterfall coming off the back. And so we've got our nether portal here. And I made just, you know, a whole little lush, you know, overgrown kind of thing with mangrove trees and stuff. Because I wanted to kind of hide it away where you can really only access it from inside our top floor. And up here, we've got our netherwort farm. We've got our potion brewing area over in the corner there. Our piggies that have come through and they're hanging out up here. And then our enchanting area. So that's the base. This is where we live. This is home. We love it. It's lovely. And yeah, so this is our home project. And then over this way, let me turn the shaders back off so my computer doesn't explode. I've been having fun getting it all set up, but trying to also not let things overwhelm. That's important too, because it is a lot. So do a little bit at a time. Add new things a little at a time. One, it keeps chat engaged and interested, but also so you don't get overwhelmed. We've got our big, lovely box in the sky. This is our Trident farm, and it works beautifully, by the way. I highly recommend. I have the tutorial posted in Discord. Check it out. It's a great tutorial, easy to follow, easy to build. There's our squid ink farm that, as of right now, doesn't work because I'm a ding-dong, and I forgot that squid like to spawn in water, and so they don't really spawn in the farm like I want them to, although one did just die, so that's good. At least it works a little bit. But I have to go around and I have to dry out all this river around. So that way they stop spawning out in the river. Because that doesn't help my farm. Did you start on time today? I did. I did start on time today. Dino is just running behind as usual. So here is Spiaggia Harbor. This is our spawn village. Spawn is right here in our gazebo. Let me bring us around. Swoop over here. Just below this amethyst block is our spawn block. This little pond here was naturally occurring, but we turned it into a pretty rock wall fountain thing. We glassed over it so that way our villagers wouldn't fall in there because it is a big underwater cave here. We have our portal to get between our base and the spawn village, which we hardly ever use anymore because, of course, we just fly back and forth now. But when we were back and forth between home and here, we did it a lot. Outside the village, we have our little farmer house with a wheat field. It's really cute. And the whole idea of this village was it was like a child's sandcastle. So everything is kind of hodgepodge and a little quirky and just sticking to a general palette. But otherwise, every building's different. Nothing really matches except for the fact that it's all the same kind of color theme. That farmer's like vibing, jumping up and down. He's doing those box jumps like they do in CrossFit. He's working on those glutes. Let's see. That is the Enterprise. It's our big ship that we built. We did a little pixel art Ender Pearl eye there. We did not finish this boat because I was so sick of it and burnt out. I decided to be done. But we will finish it eventually. Old creeper farm that we're going to tear down actually because we have a new one that works better. But yeah, so this is our spawn village here, Spiaggia Harbor. Oh, and then we have a geode in here. So obviously with all the amethyst that we have in this place, this is an amethyst trading port type thing. So we had a cave down here that we created a geode. It was a closed-ended cave, so there was actually nothing beyond it. And I thought, hey, we'll turn this into a geode. And it had a little minecart that came up and down, but my villagers kept getting trapped, so I closed it off. And as you can see, that really made a difference because now there's like 3 of them down there and a golem. So there they live now, and I don't care. Speaking of golems, we have a lot. They live with the horse, or horses, I should say. I'm not going to let them out because they keep climbing in there. So you know what? You live there now. It's fine. I did my art for my channel points. I don't have my sub badges done yet, but I have the rough draft. You know what? That's great. Again, you start adding stuff a little bit at a time and you'll be good to go. All right, so that is Spiaggia Harbor. That is our Halloween build. We have Mount Tarragon right there that we're going to go ahead and do. Let's go grab a sign and we will label that up. Would you like glow ink on your sign, Aragon? I did not ask, but that's kind of a relevant question. All right, let's head downstairs to where all of our signage is. Down we go. All right, wood is over here. Nope, that's not wood. Wood is here. What do we have? We have jungle signs, dark oak signs. I think I want to do a dark oak sign. That'll be pretty. I'm cooking lunch, so I'll be back and forth. Glad to see you, though. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Just, you know, one day at a time, living life, doing my thing. And, yeah. It is what it is. Just keeping very, very busy. All right. Oh, I need more rockets. before I forget, before we leave, let's grab some more rockets. I like to think all the villagers at Spiaggia have an amethyst somewhere on their person. That's a great idea. Great for the lore. I love that. Yeah, I absolutely agree. They probably should. We'll get a data pack or something, you know, to where we can do that. They'll have a little something on their front. All right, let me get my sword out because we are landing here. Swoop around. Okay. And we're going to put it right here. This is where we're going to put our sign. Mount Tarragon. Let's see if I can write. And we're going to label it. What is today's date? Today is the 26th. Numbers. There we go. We have Mount Tarragon, and we're going to do some glow ink. Beautiful. Like a good luck charm. Exactly. How did jury duty go? Dad actually got subpoenaed for it for tomorrow. Mom has to call him, let them know he's in the hospital and he can't make it. So I was so lucky that I got to sit there for the whole day. Well, half the day. I didn't have to report until 12:30 in the afternoon. So I was in like the second half group. But I had to sit there for the whole afternoon and then ultimately didn't even make it into the box. They finally like weeded through and got their 12 jurors and their 2 alternates, and that was that. So huge waste of my day. I was very annoyed. But that's all right. So that means that for the next year, they can't subpoena me again. Or if they do, I can be like, no, I already did jury duty, even though I didn't sit in the box. Haha. Sucks to be you. And BD, no worries. Do what you have to do, my friend. Get yourself up and going. We will be here when you get back. Let's head over to Santa Ignia. We've not been there in a hot minute. Hot. Lava Watchers. You get it? It's funny. Where was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it this way? I think it's this way, right? Oh, it's on the roof. That's right. We built the portal up on the roof. It's been that long since we've been there. We finished the build and like never went back. We're like, no, we're done. We don't want it anymore. Sick of it. All right. So we actually have a boat track, but I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to fly. I love this view, by the way. I love just looking out here and seeing all this. Eventually, I'd love to like remove all these little floating islands here and here so we can see the whole area, because that would be so cool. Sorry, squirrel moment. Shiny things. All right, up we go. Here's our ghast farm. We're going to ignore that. And we're going to head over here to where Spiaggia is. This boat track goes all the way out to our portal for Spiaggia Harbor, which, as you can see, is a fair bit of ways away. One thing that I'm doing is anytime I do a portal to a place in our overworld, I like to decorate that portal to kind of match the place we're going. And because we're going to the temple of the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers, of course, we have to have lava and fire, and we have our mesa blocks here, and sandstone and all that kind of stuff. So, hold on. I want my sword back, please. I need my sword. It's very important. Because if there's a monster here waiting for me, I have to be able to kill it. Oh, and it's raining here. Interesting. All right, so we come right out of our portal. The portal does not have an opening on the back. It is closed off for safety purposes. I know this is bad. Uh-oh. You're drooling over motorcycles. Well, you've been talking about doing that for a while, so we figured it was only a matter of time before it happened. All right, and let's turn on those shaders because it's absolutely gorgeous to see this, even with the rain. We've got this mountain here. Tacos is what's for lunch. Yum. I could totally go for tacos right now. A good crunchy taco. I haven't had one of those in forever. So this mountain is the temple to the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers. And we based this whole build project on the ancient city of Petra, which is in Jordan. And if you've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the place where the Holy Grail is hidden was Petra. But they called it something else in the movie, I think. But that was what I wanted to base our design on. So you can see we've got the kind of temple look here built right into the mountain. There's lava flowing all over the place. We had lots of pillager raids during the build process, so all those banners got put up. We've got lava flowing in the walls. We've got all this lava up here. This is just a small lava farm here. I have no idea how this guy got in here. I think he spawned in here, but I'm not sure. And he keeps walking on the fire because he's a dum-dum. I can't help him. It's on him. Oh, apparently I didn't like those candles. That's terrible. I could buy the same bike I wrecked on. That sounds like not the greatest idea. Sounds like you're tempting fate. And not a very suitable for work comment. Yeah, let's keep it family friendly, please, gentlemen. So I did have lava in the side walls here, but it kept lighting my villagers' houses on fire. So that wasn't good. We have a little well here. This is the housing district. We have all of our little villager houses here. They live in here. They're lightly decorated. Nothing super exciting, but it is cute. You know, little mosaic tiles on the floors and here and there. All the houses have different terracotta colors and walls and things. And yeah, the villagers are just free range here. This was the place I was able to do free range, which is nice. Go to bed. It's your bedtime. We have statues all over, which are all on fire. All of our mountains, as you can see, have fire on them because it's a very hot place. This is our stonemason quarry area here for the drool, you dirty people. Up here is our plaza, which we call this the Pretzel Plaza, because if you look at this design from above, it's like a Celtic knotwork type design. But it looks like a giant pretzel. And in the floor, we have flowing lava. This was supposed to be fire and water. This was kind of that duality we were talking about, kind of like doing for the end project. But I did not like how the water was in here. It made it really difficult to move around. And so I just decided to replace it with some blue terracotta. Or actually, no, blue concrete, excuse me, and which is a lot easier. And we do have lots of flowers and, you know, lots of life here, which is nice. And let's see, through this way is our back dock. I'm not going to go out there because mobs, but there's a back dock there. I'll show you that in the daytime. And again, more mountains up here. The fire is a twofold thing. It not only lends that whole aesthetic to the mountains around the village, but also helps mobs to not spawn up there and to drop in. I have a few dark spots here and there that I might put more torches and things, but so far we haven't had any issues. And the iron golems kind of take care of that anyway, which is good. Here is our little animal stall. Where did you come from? You're supposed to be in there. Anyway, this is that's why. I'm like, how are these cows getting out? That's why, because the villagers left the door open. Anyway, this is why can I not word? The leather workers and the shepherds live here with all their animals. Another one of our statues here. This is our oasis, which is just beautiful. I love looking at this. It's so pretty, especially with the shaders on. You just get that beautiful glow. And there's water flowing along the sides here and all the vines and everything. And it's super pretty. I really like it. This project took a lot to do because I had to completely remove all of the sandstone and the sand from around and replace it all with moss. Because when you put grass down, it looks very brown and gross when you're in a mesa biome, but moss and azalea stay green. So we took azalea leaves and we made palm trees, like custom palm trees, and we grew a few azalea trees for the flowers and stuff. And then you can see the vines are brown, which is gross. Can't help that though. But yeah, so we have just a little bit of mountain there and wall all around to make sure our villagers don't escape because we would like them to stay here. The fish are swimming upstream. Apparently it's spawn season. It's been lovely hanging out, chat, but I figure with my coworkers will not be very happy with me if I don't shower before work, so I need to go do that. Then I have to go run errands. Well, Horace, thank you so much for coming and hanging out today. It's always great to chat with you. And yeah, I agree. Hygiene before work is probably a good idea. So have fun with that. And if we don't catch you before end of stream, we'll see you next time. Over here is a villager apartment complex that I built into another mountain, and it's all interconnected. It looks like my villagers finally figured out who's Gene. Why did you say hi, Gene? We don't talk about Gene. He's not allowed. I hear zombies. Oh, they're all up around behind me and outside. That's not good. But yeah, so our villagers live here, and there's stairs that lead in and out of all of these different places. And wow, yeah, there's lots of zombies here. I wonder if they're outside. I hope they're outside. There's a creeper. Where is zombies? Oh, there's a cave underneath us too. That's right. So they might be in there. But yeah, so this is the villager apartment compound. And then over here is the cartography and librarian quarters here. And we have our little map of the city that we made. And this is where they live and work and do all that good stuff, which is a lot of fun. I really love when they're in here doing stuff. Over here is our marketplace because this is a trade town. And so there's all these market stalls. We have villagers that come in here, come sit in here and hang out. Dude, you can't come out. You cannot leave the village. You live here. Out. Thank you. Thank you. Get out of here. Aaron, welcome into the community. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Feel free to jump in the chat and start talking with folks, or just lurk, listen, and watch. Whatever makes you happy. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a great day. So yeah, we have like a little flower stall, baker stand, leather worker, We have food cart type things where people can get like barbecue type stuff. There's a soup stand over here. We added all sorts of cute stuff. I just had a lot of fun building this once it got going. Getting it going was a little rough. We do have our lava fall here that flows throughout the whole city. If you look down at the ground, you'll see all these lava paths all over the place, which adds lighting as well as the flowing lava aesthetic here, which is cool. And Tracy N, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the community as well. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. As I mentioned, feel free to jump in the chat and start talking, or just listen and watch. Whatever makes you happy. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a great day. So yeah, this is our little town. And then let me just do a quick fly up and over so you guys can see everything out here. It looks really cool at night. So it's a beautiful glow here, and it makes me so happy to see that. Over here, like I said, we've got the bay behind, which is pretty cool. I really like your build. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy that. It was a labor of love for sure. It took a lot of work, and it kind of made me crazy. Right there is our dock, as I was talking about. And then we have the dock over on the other side that I showed you guys when I came in. It's raining here, of course. So here's the other dock. So yeah, this is our little our was it 2,000 to 3,000 day build, I believe. And yeah, that's it. So those are our big builds. I hope you guys enjoyed that world tour. It's definitely a lot. And it's Nia. Welcome back into the chat. Glad to see you again. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. It's an amazing town. In my world, I have 2 desert towns beside each other, and you've given me great inspiration. Well, that's wonderful. That's what I love about being in other people's streams and watching people's builds on YouTube. It's because it's such a great inspiration, and it gives such great ideas for like how to use the terrain in ways maybe you didn't think of or didn't realize you could. Okay, you need to get back in here. Get back in here before that sheep comes out. Come on. Come on, get in there. Nope, don't jump. Nope, you stay in there. World tour was great. Thank you very much. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll probably end things there just because that's kind of a good spot. Excuse me, I need your bed, please. It's kind of a good spot to end things because we're right about the 2-hour mark. When we pick up next time, we'll be back in the end and we'll be working more on making that platform. And hold on one second. Okay, first of all, I bumped the desk and shook the camera, but then my sneeze went away. Rude. I could feel it like right here, and then it just disappeared. Oh, I hate when that happens. Makes me crazy. But anyway, so like I said, next stream, we'll be working on more of that platform and clearing the obsidian pillars. As soon as we have that done, we will be working on making our first ring around with the black concrete so we can start mapping out what this is going to look like. And as soon as that's started, we can start like zigzagging back and forth and just doing rows of blocks and starting to make that picture come alive. If you're new and you haven't seen it yet, this is what we're going to be building in the end. It's 130 blocks across in diameter, and it will basically cover, like this will be my end island because we're going to get rid of everything else around this build, except for a ring going around the outside where all of the portals are. And we'll have a bridge connecting that and then stairs connecting down to the main island from each portal. It'll be really cool. Let me see. What was I about to say? Let's go ahead right now and let's see if there's anyone streaming that we're friends with. Oh, our friend Gooses is streaming. How would everybody feel about raiding into a stream where they're playing Stardew Valley? Usually we raid into a Minecraft stream whenever possible, but we haven't raided into Goose's stream in a while. And I think it'd be fun to go stop by and say hello and show a little bit of love. So if everybody's cool with that, I'm going to go ahead and set up a raid there. Make sure I spell it right. I think I did that correctly. Yes, we are good. We are good. All right. So if you are new here and you haven't already, I highly recommend you check out the Discord. I just linked there in the chat. It's a great way to catch up with people outside of stream, get stream updates, see build projects and things like that. If you like the farms that I built, I put all the tutorials on there so you can use the tutorial that I use to build farms because I can't build them on my own. I need all the help I can get. Let's be real. But yeah, definitely, if you haven't already, check that out. We have tons of custom roles for artists, content creators. We have a watchers role, so if you want to get pinged when I start stream, or if I do a bonus stream on Discord, I will ping you then as well. It's a great way to stay in the loop of schedule changes and the like. And thank you, KT, for posting the raid message. If you're going to be joining us on the raid, please make sure you copy paste that raid message so when we get to Goose's channel, we can show a little love, pass out some cookies, and just in general show some kindness. Because, as I always say at the end of stream, we all need to put a little kindness out in the world. So make today the day that you go out and do something kind for someone. Pay for the coffee of the person in front of you in line at Starbucks. Hold the door for the mom who's carrying babies and diaper bags and strollers and everything and just needs a hand. Lend an arm to a senior who's crossing the street. Whatever it is, just do something kind. It can be something really small, but it can have a big effect. And that's where I'm going to leave you today, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Go out and do something kind, and I'll catch you next time.